Robot Masters Deluxe Beast Wars Optimus Primal. Sick of doing intro, sorry kids. Frankly, have you all seen the pictures of the masterpiece? Looks pretty good. But back in the day, after the Ultra version was pretty poor, this is what you had to do if you wanted a masterpiece. This is pretty good. I mean, slight issue there, but don't worry about it. It's not a problem. Okay, there's a couple of little bits, but don't worry about it. But he is big monkey with twisty arms, and they go out a bit. He's got a little silly monkey face, and yeah, Robot Masters was they were kind of mashed a load of different series together, like a load of different series together. Like they had some of the G2 stuff. They had some weird and wacky stuff, and then they made a few things of their own. It's a very strange series, but you know, if it works, it works. And this one works. The Megatron, the Beast Wars Megatron they had in this scale, that didn't work. But yeah, this is pretty good. Unfortunately, apart from the arms, there's not much to say about this mode. You can straighten the legs, but then that's not, because it leaves the gap, that's not really beast mode, so you can't really do much with this mode, unfortunately. But you don't buy it for this mode, because that would be silly. It just would. So what you do is you transform it. So you straighten the legs, which I've just folded back up. You twist the waist around. You fold in the monkey toes to have these quite interchangeable toes, to be honest with you. Monkey toes, other thing. Monkey toes, other thing. Swap it. And you fold down the robot feet, which actually have the little hydraulic thing. Actually slides in and out with them, like the Ultra had, which is really clever. And then you bring up the shoulders pads. I might have added black paint on the inside of the arms. I think they were just white. To be honest, there's a couple of bits I might have added paint to. I can't remember, to be honest with you, because it hasn't chipped off, so whatever. But nothing major, just literally like the arms, and that's about it. So you fold up the shoulder pad. You right. See this little crease here? Not that. See that little crease there? Can you see that? You need to separate that. Come on. There you go. Oh no, don't. And I popped it off the hinge because I'm clever. Basically, you separate that both sides and you hinge it up, and it will hinge because I just popped it off because I'm dead smart like that. Just hinge this up like that, and it stops. A little earlier than I thought it did, but it does stop. Stops about there. And then you undo the face, and it does rotate on its own. And then you get it onto the chest, bring the head forward, and there he is. Now look at that. That's me not putting the feet down. His joints are all really tight, so you know. Look at that. That's Beast Wars Optimus Primal in a nutshell. I mean, what do you want? What more do you want? That's really good. I mean, he hasn't got the bucket mouth, he's got the open mouth, and again, I might have put some black in there, that might have all been silver, but who cares, it's, you know. He looks really good. Ball joint, you know. Hinge, swivel, hinge. Waist swivel. Ball joint in the hips. Hips? Yeah, in the hips. That, and I suppose you can get a bit of toe if you want. That's about it. He's very basic, but he's still very good. So, you know. The basic to good ratio is pretty good. If you'll pardon the pun. But again, this guy. Ah, man. Let's just go through the weapons he had in the cartoon, shall we? Pull that lever back. Pop-up arm guns, which are on a spring. On both sides. Okay. If you bring this down a bit, you can see these really obvious things in beast mode, which you can just about manage to swivel. You might have to have the arms down to get at them better, but I'm making this more difficult on myself because reasons. Yeah. Fold these up over the top, you fold that back up. And he's got the shoulder guns. So he's got his arm guns, his shoulder guns. And then in the back, as you can clearly see, he's got both the swords and moulded engines. So you leave that down. He's got the engines. Get the feet out of the way. He's got the engines. So he can fly. He's got his two swords. He's got all the guns. I mean, what do you want? Now let's bring these down. Move those out of the way. Wriggle them loose, and they just peg into the palm of the hand. There's a little hole in there, and they just peg in. Yep. Yep. Peg. Now, they do hold really well. It's me not pegging it in properly. There we go. There he is, all singing, all dancing. What more do you want? I mean, to be fair, this little guy from my horrible knockoff set, he came close. He tried his best, but he's nowhere near as good as this. Although this guy's got the mace that the Ultra had, but was never seen in the cartoon. But he hasn't got the arm guns, so minus 50 million points for that. But yeah, I mean this yellow, that's the problem. This white has gone slightly yellow. I'm not sure if that's sun bleaching. It's possible, but it's all seemed to have done it. Even without my terrible lighting, it's still got a vague hint of yellow to it. So I don't know if that's bone. I don't know, bone colour. But yeah, he is awesome. To be fair to him, I've got size comparison. Yeah, go on then. We'll have an Optimus and an Optimus, shall we? But not a Prime and a Prime, because he's only a Primal. Alrighty, Warrior Class Prime. So, he's actually quite short. Yeah, this guy's quite short. But considering how old he is and what they've done with him, I'll allow it. It's fine. So, yeah. He's pretty good. Any of you who don't want to stump out to get a masterpiece gorilla that's as big as a lorry, being the Optimus Prime, because technically, if this was say scale of masterpiece Optimus Prime, for these to be in actual scale like the cartoon, he'd have to be about this tall. So technically the masterpiece isn't actually in scale with anything, and I dare say a lot of people are going to be throwing a hissy fit. Personally, I don't care about scale. As long as it's a good figure, I don't care. As long as the scale's not like, you know, hey, Devastator, he's this big. Whereas Bumblebee, up there somewhere through the roof. Right, anyway, I shall cut a day here, and I've just found a couple of things, or managed to get hold of a couple of things. I went to a slightly different version of the shop I normally go to, and can I you can wait for that. So yeah, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see you for more knockoff action in the next one. Toodles!